Hi Denise, how you going? I hope you're well. Hi Maria, how are you? Thanks for joining me, girls. Hi Nettie, how you going? I saw you this morning, didn't I? Just waiting for a second. I was going to do the draw first, but in case I forgot. But maybe I will. Then I can tell people that they've won. You've already got this one, haven't you, doll? So I might go and do that before we start our stamping. Oh, hi Sharon, how you going? Hi Margaret Griffith, how are you? Just kind of waiting for a couple of people. I'm well, thanks Maria. How are you? Hi Denise Brown, how are you? You're new to me, thank you for joining us tonight. Hello Denise Friends, I hope you're well. Thanks for sharing, Margaret. So I've got Denise and Sharon that are in the draw. I don't think... Oh, Belinda sometimes watches. It's nice to see that you've won live, isn't it? I might wait a couple of secs and see if Belinda's going to jump on. This is Belinda and Mary and Margaret Clements. Use some of the sentiments out. Oh, you were making a birthday card, weren't you? An 18th birthday card. Yeah, they're gorgeous sentiments and the font is beautiful. Lovely you, happy birthday, you make me smile. Perfect for making an 18th birthday, aren't they? So I wonder who the lucky winner is going to be tonight. I'm conscious that we've got busy lives, so I'm just going to go out of there and go to my wheel. I'll pop this. I can't see whether you can see that or not, but if I put it over the top of that. So we have, I've taken, just so you know, I've taken everyone that's won, of course, the Coming Mill. You don't want two. I've taken them all out, and I also took out the two Gales who won the trimmer, just to make it fairer, because some of you guys that we did in case others don't know, we did our first Zoom launch class on Saturday. So some of you guys didn't win a prize at all. So, and some did, or some won small prizes, but I'm not going to take those people out. So anyone who's put an order, apart from the ones who won the trimmers and the camellias, in this draw. Okay, so here we go. And wow, it is Denise. Sorry, I've turned my sound down on my iPad because of the live, so we don't have any sound effects, only mine. So Denise will be thrilled about that, so that's great. Okay, I'll have that here for you. Denise, next time you want to pop in. All right, so tonight's going to be, you know how to do a step card, don't you? Or we have done it before in class. Well, this one's a faux step card, so you can get the same look. This is just my when I do a different fold, I like to make up usually I like to make up a mock, and this is just my retired cardstock. So that's the look you get without all the measuring and cutting and folding. It's just two pieces scored, and I'll show you how that goes together. Starting off with some Blackberry Bliss. We're going to use some Horizon paper for both of these cards. I'm going to do two tonight because and it's quite easy to create your own size card once you get the basics. I need to bring that back so I know what measurements are, and I'll pop the measurements on my blog later. I haven't actually written up my blog yet. So the larger piece is 4 1/8 of an inch by 9 inches. So we're going to score that. I might need my arm out for that. Everyone can see that. So we're going to score that at 1 1/4. Actually, I like to do it down here so that it's, I don't think you really need to see where I'm putting that. It's just 1 1/4. Get my cutting blade out the way. Just like to have it down the bottom when I can. And then we go 2 1/2. This is just by memory. I did do a few of these. I will show you later on. 5 3/4. So I'll go up here because I can't see the 5 3/4 up there. So that's the base card. Just explain something else in a minute. Now this piece here is 2 1/2 by 8 1/4. If you wanted it 3, you probably don't want it any less than 2 1/2 because you want a little bit each side. So, but you could make it narrower if you wanted to. This one is 2 1/2 by 8 1/4. I did it that way so that you can just slice off a piece of a cardstock. In Australia we have different, Americans have different size cardstock, so you're gonna just have to cut yours. It's not going to matter, you just cut yours like I've said. But you could perhaps have yours at 8 1/2 if you wanted to, so that's at 5 1/2. Okay. Leave that again for a second. Now we're just going to burnish our folds. I'm not paying attention to which way they go. I never do. I will with this one, maybe. I think I've got that going the wrong way. That's why I don't. I just get it all together and then I know what I'm doing. Most of the time I know what I'm doing. Okay. So that will go, that will sit like that. And then this piece sits over the top, that gets adhered and just gets adhered just at the bottom, at the back there. If that bothers you there, you could put another piece of cardstock, but really I don't think it's worth faffing around putting an extra piece of cardstock. I think it's fine like it is. So I'll pop that aside. And I've got my other one in here that I did. Got a, that's for my inside, so I'm not going to, oops, and I've dropped my little, come here, my little sentiment piece. I could easily cut another one, but right, I have got another one in there in case I mess up. So I'll pop those back inside so that I don't go punching out of my piece that I want for stamping my boat, because I'm going to use the, I usually show you what I'm using, don't I? Now, what have I done with it? Oh, it's right there. Using the Let's Set Sail. Oh, now I'm not sure which. I think I wanted that side, did I? I think, or maybe not. Maybe I won't put that on there yet till I decide what this is going to look like. Looks like I've cut that a little bit, I have a little bit large. Let me just fix that. A bit hard to measure when you've got it all together, so that's about 3 1/4. What have I cut mine at? 3 1/4. It needed to be cut at 3. Have I done it wrong the other way? Goodness knows what I've done. No, that's 3 that way. Which was a little bit large. Think. They measure twice, cut once. Well, this is just going to be a little bit narrower if I've done it incorrectly. So, yeah, that's fine. Pays to measure. Try it out before you go adhering it on. Oh, wait. No, that's right. I tricked myself there a bit. I thought I was using the wrong one because I'm going to do two. I'm going to do the one that I did a wider size. Okay. I actually used 2 pieces of this paper for this. I wasn't worried about wasting because I don't know why, but I ended up with 3 packs of it because of the issues with celebration. I want a stamp on that, so I'm not going to put that on yet. I think I'll do... No, I think I want to use this side. Let's use that side. Let's just make an executive decision and use that side. Pop it on with your multi-purpose glue and make sure it doesn't move. Well, that glue is running everywhere. It got quite... Well, I thought it was quite warm. It was nicer outside than it was in today. I thought I was going to put the aircon on, but it was actually a beautiful day outside. And stuff on my fingers. Now, this, I want to stamp. I know. No, I don't want to stamp that. What did I do with the pieces I had to stamp? Maybe I didn't put them there. Maybe they're here. So, just had to work out, yeah, what colour I want the boat. That's this one I'm using. Okay. It was the first time using that. So look at your punch, which is where, goodness, I was going to punch some out before and I thought, no, I'll do it live. So look at your punch and I can see that it's like that. So when I stamp my boat, I'm going to do it the same as my other one. Just use different paper so that you can see that you can just use whatever. And when you pick up these, not sure how I picked that up, so I'm just going to lay it down. You want to put it down on your surface and let it relax a bit before you pick it up. And you can see the boat is going like that, crosswise. I'm not going to know that. I'm not actually going to scrap piece to stamp off on. Don't tell me that's dried out. It has. Let's grab some water. You can faff around and have all the bits stamped and then just punch them all out together, but I figure by the time you've faffed around and done that, you could have it done. I'm not really a fan of doing it that way. Let's put that down. Anybody asking me any questions? Everyone can see. Yes, congratulations, Denise. Yes, you did, love. Didn't you see that? Oh, hi, Belinda. I'm sorry you missed out again. You girls will just have to put more orders in, and we'll try and get another one for you guys. I think I've had that's the. Is it the third or the fourth? I think that's the fourth one I've given away. Wow. So I'm just going to punch these out as I go. And you can see why, because if I'd stamped that, it would have been, just let yourself have a little bit of white around. Quite an easy punch to use, that one. Just going to put it there in case I mislay it. And then, can I get that one out of there? Yeah, I can get that out of there. So let's do, where did I put him? Ah, here it is. Must be that one. So yeah, if I can get that one there. Come on, ink up. That's out of the Misty Moonlight. And as you can see, this is just a scrap. I began to put together, or do the elements, work out what I was going to do for my team swap this afternoon. I started it the other day, but didn't get it quite all together, and then went on to something else, as you do. Now, the other one of these, so that is this way. So when I stamp it, I've seen some beautiful cards with this. My intention was to make a few more cards, but I didn't quite get around to it using this set. Where's my scratch paper? Yeah. Clean those in a sec. Put that back in view so you can see, or hopefully you can see. What have I? It's catching there. I need to cut it a bit. There, edge. Wasn't letting me push it across as far as I wanted, and still not. Got to cut that edge off. Always the way. If I'd had gone right to the edge, it would have been not enough white showing, wouldn't it? And still not going to let me. It's up here. Goodness me. There we go. I think I can put that away now. I'm not sure what I'm going to do for the greeting yet. I just want to get my sailboat together on my piece of Designer Series paper, which is up right in front of me. That's where the big one goes. So if I just line it up on here first, because I don't want it, really don't want it going over the edge if I can help it. Oops. The worst thing about multi-purpose glue is it loves you and it sticks to you, doesn't it? So if I leave those there, then I know where to put my mast. I'm just going to plane those off too. It's knowing me if I don't, a mess everywhere. We all love our punches, don't we? They're portable and they're easy. Can't see. Come on. Can't see, and then it'll come out in a big blob. I won't put that away because I'll need it for the sails. Maybe I want my boat up a bit higher. Maybe. Thinking. Get off my finger. I want him straight. He's a bit tricky. Oops, I've got glue on my finger. And it's gone onto the Blackberry Bliss and made it smudge a little bit. But anyway. Oh, come on. Maybe I had it up, sitting up the wrong way. It doesn't want to come out now. And I've got way too much on that one. Just behave yourself, glue. I'm going to spread that out a bit in case it goes everywhere. Okay, I haven't really decided whether I wanted to put, actually I might, no I can't stamp on it if I have it together, can I? This one's got, we've got birds in, a while back we didn't have any birds in any stamp sets. Now we've got birds in, oh gosh, I don't know how many stamp sets we've got birds in. So this one here, I just stamped the, and make sure they're up the right way. I just stamped the Just For You on there, but I thought I might, I'm not sure whether to, thought I might pop it up, put it on here, is it the right way, and pop it up. Ah, look what I've done. Ah, just as well I cut two out, isn't it? I don't usually make that much mess with that ink. Must be nice and juicy, that one. So we'll clean my birds off while I'm there. I just had a thought, I didn't think of it before, that I could perhaps, where's the paper? Didn't show you the paper, did I? If I had a scrap of the paper, maybe I could, I think I will do that. Maybe I could stamp that on the paper and cut that out. I reckon I'll do that. Just have to throw that one away. So, I had a panic attack this afternoon. I had this on my Stamparatus because I wanted to make sure it was nice and dark. I don't think I need to worry though with, make sure that's on because it's, I might see if I've got a littler piece of that same paper. Why waste a big piece when you could if you've got a little piece, eh? I'll show you the paper later too. I might do it on that bit because I'm thinking that piece there that I've saved is not going to be any good for anything, whereas this long piece will probably be handy for something. So I think I might Where will I do it, guys? Will I do it? Might be nice done there, so we might actually use the Stamparatus. Sorry, I'm faffing around tonight, aren't I? I'm not super organised. Well, I am, but I'm not. Making a lot of sense too, aren't I? Maybe we want that on there. Actually, maybe we want it in that way. Maybe we want it in, just going to push it down a bit so I've got room to cut it out. And I'm doing it like this in case I want it a bit darker. And I'm thinking, because the card base is Blackberry Bliss, I might actually use the Blackberry Bliss, and then it's going to stand out more. She says, cleaning her stamp pad that I must have got all messy before. And as you probably saw, the Just For You that I'm using is out of the Sweet Strawberry set. I don't know what I'm going to do if they delete that in May. I'll use this heaps. I'll just make it a bit darker. I know I've got ink everywhere, but I don't think it's going to matter for our card. Just get that now. I love Blackberry Bliss. It's probably one of the messier colours. I must have that on from the other day because it's stuck on there. I'll have to, oh, there we go. That's got it. I might just leave that there. I might need to use that for the next card. They're a little bit on the fly because I didn't want to do them exactly the same as the ones I've done before. They're kind of the same but different. So I'm just going to grab, if I can find them, the Tasteful Labels, and just die cut this out. Be right back. See what this looks like. Back. Paper, what to do with that? I might just leave that there, so I might use that for something else. Now, where's my one with the boat on it? You guys can probably see it. I've lost it. Oh, goodness me. Did I put it back with that paper? Did I? How did you lose something? Oh, here it is. Stuck on the back of, that's the glue, stuck on the back of the Stamparatus. So, yeah, I think I'm happy with that, as long as I get it straight. So I think we can go ahead and adhere things. Now, Belinda, are you still there? Hi, Anne. Hi, Andrea. I still got your prizes here, Andrea. Boy, did you clean up last Saturday. I've got 3 things here for you. Hi, Diane. And Belinda, did you get your order today? Australia Post app tells me you did, so I'm hoping you did. Hope nobody came past and pinched it on you. got our birds on there. Make sure I've got it centered. We could do one of two things. We could put that, I always like to see how they're looking before I hear everything. So that's going to go there. Okay, that's going to go behind there. So we could put our greeting here, sort of half on there. And I think I like it up there, so I'm sure you'll agree. I won't wait because there's a lag. So I think maybe two of them. Two large ones will be enough to stick that down. Just going to make sure I've got that straight. And then to make sure you've got your adhesive in the right spot, you can just eyeball that. That's all I did. That looks pretty good. And turn that over and put, I just move it down a bit and put a pencil line there. Oops, you had a sharp pencil. That would be a pencil that worked. That would be good too. I did just sharpen them all. That one's probably the lead's broken in it. So do that. And then you know not to put the adhesive past there. Or you can just eyeball it, which I ended up doing with, hang on. Make sure I've got myself set up properly. Yeah, do this bit first. Just eyeball. You can use your tape, but for doing a live, we haven't got time to be sitting around while people mess around with tapes, have we? So just line it up, just eyeball it. Just see whether you've got, you can tell by the DSP whether you've got it in the centre or not. And that looks pretty good, although sometimes I do, because I'm pedantic, sometimes I do get a ruler and I'm just going to the DSP there, and it's 1 inch. So that was pretty good eyeballing, wasn't it? I don't know, I've got a sniffy nose tonight. And the same here, you can just, don't use the broken pencil. You can put a line. I just like to lift it up because I'm lazy. I don't want to have to, what am I doing? Oh yeah, well I can put the glue there, of course, can't I? Oh, I'm going to have a sniffy nose. Must have a bit of hay fever. It's been very windy today, so perhaps that's what's wrong with me. And then if I press that down, sorry, I'm going to have to excuse myself and blow my nose in a second. Just going to grab a block and put on there if I've got a tissue. Just, excuse me. He's giving me the sniffles. I didn't do my little bow. This is, I think it goes with that the fan. It's called something fan, and you get the baker's twine. It's got the Misty Moonlight and Evening Evergreen. I think that might be Poppy Parade. But these two colours are in the... I'm going to turn my fan up because I'm hot now. Didn't actually really want to do this on camera, because my hands are all sticky and I'm probably going to mess it up. But anyway, let's have a go. I think it looks a bit bare, so I think it needs to have this. All I do is just snip off, oh, how much is that? I would have had 14 inches to start with, I think. But I'll keep my scissors here so that I can, and it's just doubled. If you want to keep it together, I just usually don't want to lick it or anything. I just want to keep it together with a spray of water. Then just, I think I've made that go the wrong way. Now behave. It's not going to behave. And I get round there and I can't see which is the bit I need to push through. So it needs to be wetter. It needs to be wetter so that it'll join together. Maybe I shortchanged myself. That you there. I think that's you there. Come on. Gotcha. Too bad if it's not long enough, because the tails, because it's going to have to do. Make sure they're both level. And I'll cut this little bit off. Yeah, I just need a glue dot. Yeah, so Zoom was fun on Saturday. It was just a few things we need to keep in mind next if we have to do it again. It was good that the girls could talk to me and ask questions. They could talk to each other, they could see each other. It was good. That was good. But I should have got everyone to mute themselves so that we didn't have background noise. But anyway, overall it was pretty good, and a couple of girls dropped out. But as their internet, I don't know what the problem was. So I like to add a little dash of multi-purpose, because just a little tiny bit, because the glue dots, they do adhere, but after time they will dry up and fall off. So that's where I had that one on my card. Just give it a bit of a help. And on this one I had some of these I've not used for a while. I probably forgot about these in the catalogue. Well, I don't forget about them. Only when I'm looking for blue will I go there. And these are the perfect blue for this, for the Misty Moonlight. It goes really well. Where did I put them? Doesn't really matter. And I'll just quickly do the inside, and this one is done. There, and one. The only thing with them, the big ones are really quite big. We might try a big one down here, because I really do need to use them. so for the inside, what did I do on that one? Don't take it any notice if you saw that envelope on that one. It's like an idiot. I put mine on the back, and I'm not sure why. I must have been dreaming the other day. So I just used paper for that one. Now what can we use for this one? And get creative. Let's see if we've got a scrap of paper, but I still need to have something on the outside, don't I? Don't put that away. On the envelope. I'm trying to do too many things at once, as usual. So we might just do the birds, I think. Make sure they're up the right way. I'll do the same on the envelope. And we might do a bit of sponging as well. Which I'll bring in a bit of scratch paper for that, so we don't mess everything up. Not sure what blue I've got on here. What does this blue look like? Probably a different sort of a blue. What's this one? Might be more Bermuda Bay. Actually, I'm gonna go back to this one. Just, I don't want it that dark. Just do. Just enough to give your envelope and your inside a little bit of a lift, so it looks as though it's decorated. Put these away, then I'll know where they are, won't I? Well, that needs a clean, so I won't put that away yet. And on this one, I shall put it where it should have gone on the other one. I think I was trying to hide the ridge on the back, but really, you don't really need to worry about that. So I'm just going to use some tape runner for that. Centre that up. And there, the card is done. I think I showed you this one. This was using a different piece of paper. Same idea, but just use a different bit. And that one, oh, I rather like how, I wasn't sure whether I wanted to use that piece and have that in the background and double up, but I'm actually quite happy with that. That looks good, if I do say so myself. Now I have a different, still using the same paper, but using the catching. When you have designer series paper there, it catches. I'm not going to faff with that. I'm just going to throw that aside. And what do I do with the paper? Goodness knows. Leave that there. Now, where's my other one? It's here. Where is my... So this one, I just made this up myself. I used the same measurements as this one, and I didn't know who to credit this with, so with the first one I did get the measurements somewhere. I'm not sure where, and this one I just made up my own. All you need to do is this step part here, when it's folded, needs to be the same width as this back piece, and I wanted mine to fit in a normal size envelope, and this one fits in a normal size. Where is it? This one. this one fits in a normal size envelope as well. So that was my goal, to do that. So I'll just grab out, I'm going to use Evening Evergreen for this one, because that's also in the, where are we? And I'm not quite sure how I'm going to decorate that one. Haven't decided. So kind of on the fly, as you might say. Put there. So this piece is 5 3/4 by 8 1/4. So on the 8 1/4 side, we're going to score similar score lines at 1 1/4, 2 1/2, and this one's at 5 3/8. So 1 1/4. Doing it down the bottom again. Make sure that's level. 2 1/2. And 5 3/8, which I need to go up here for 5 3/8. The 3/8 is the long mark before the 5 1/2. Okay, so that's that one. And then this little piece is, let me see, it's 5 1/2 by 3 1/4. So on the 5 1/2 inch side, we're going to score at 4. Easy peasy. Thanks, Jeanette. Thanks, Marg. Hi, Gail. Thanks, Sharon. Hi, Marg. Yeah, I'm home tomorrow, Andrea. That's fine. And you got your order? Good. That's good. Hi, Jennifer. I think I've got everyone. Hi, Joyce. How is everyone? Hi, Myrtle. I think I've got everyone. So now, this one. So like I said, you can just make up your own. If you wanted to make a bigger card, just fiddle with your measurements. Just use a bit of copy paper. That's what I did to start with. And then that one goes like that. So just like I said, my measurements might have had my cardstock a bit crooked there, but that's okay. Then that bit goes there like that. So now for the paper. I might stamp my inside piece first so that I don't forget which piece I'm doing. Just going to line that up there because I might want to go off. Actually, I should use my grid paper, shouldn't I? That's what it's there for. It's a bit sticky. I didn't get to clean everything like I usually do. So this is my inside bit, and I thought I might use the old olive. This paper has got lots of colours. I'll just read them out to you. It's got polished pink, old olive, evening evergreen, soft succulent, misty moonlight, and blackberry bliss. So I'm sure we'd all have some of those colours, if not all of them. Oh, that seemed like it was squishy. And I've got a mark there, so let's flip it over. Got a blue mark. I thought I just might do some grass there, and probably on the envelope too, if I've got anything in there. Just got to make sure I don't get ink on my fingers as well. Oops, nearly dropped it. And I wanted to go down a bit lower with that. Just look and see where the edge of your stamp is, and that'll tell you. So that's that done, and that's that done. So I might need some help. That bit goes in there. So we're going to, actually, I think I want that way. Yeah, I want that way. We can't have one upside down. I don't think I want to stamp on that. See, the other side of it's pretty too, isn't it? I couldn't decide whether I wanted to stamp on this piece or use some dies, because there's some dies that come with this set as well. So I'm going to pop this here. So the grass is on the bottom, and this is the piece I cut for there. I wasn't sure about this, but I just thought it's green, so it'll be okay. It's one of these cards where you don't really know how you want it to look until you get it all together. Sometimes I'm too fussy and I faff around too much. Now this is what I was undecided with. Thought I might put some, I didn't know whether I wanted to put some mountains up here somewhere. This is our focal piece, by the way. And then just some grass down here. Or stamp some grass down there, perhaps. Am I brave? What would that look like? Put over the top of that. Oh, now I like that. Do you think? I don't think it'll matter where I have that. I think I'm going to just do that. And then we can put the die over the top. I think that looks nice. Now, do we want mountains up there, or do we want trees up there, or do we just want a sentiment? I don't know if I like the trees. They're sort of in the middle of nowhere, aren't they? Do you think? And what about the mountains? What do we think? I'm going to clean this off. Seeing I've used all that, and I'm going to adhere my grass on there, and you guys can tell me what you think. About the mountains or the trees? Or I could stamp some trees. But again, I think they look as though they're in mid-air. Do you agree? I might stick that onto there while I'm going. So I'm thinking we might go mountains. What do you think? Come on, come out. I must have that up the wrong way again. I'm a doofus. Get this adhered on. Just going to pull that a little bit because it's coming off the edge. And that is fine. anyone tell me what to do? Mountains, yep. Great minds think alike, don't they? Yep, the mountains I want. And they're going to be a bit long, but that's okay, we'll just trim them off. Just going to make sure I've got the wrong side there to stick down. Come on. What is wrong with you? It's not even cold. And these are from the Horizon dies. I don't know if I showed you. That was a few minutes ago. I've already forgotten. Okay. Let's try and get that lined up on that edge. And then, yeah, I do like that. Probably down a bit, like that. So therefore, I don't want glue right to the edge, do I? Come here. Otherwise it'll be messy. Oh no, it won't, because I'm going to cut it off. Can people see? Go. Oops. Once I make a decision, I better stick with it. I think it's better down here a bit. Like that. Yeah, I've got glue everywhere here. With a bit of paper offcut. I'm going to turn that over that way because I've cut that with my trimmer. It has a bit of a ridge sometimes. So I just want to burnish that. Snip these off. They should be, glue should be dry. I actually probably could have left that there, couldn't I? This grass, actually not straight on the bottom. So, do we want a sentiment? So I thought, there's those little ones that I had before. What did I do with them? Did I pop them back in that envelope, or did I get them out? Oh, I only had one because I messed one up, didn't I? Just before I stick that on there, do we want to, just got to decide, do I want to use a pop-up? Like, do I want to adhere? I know what I mean, but I'm just having trouble getting it out. Do I want to, I can do that like that, but it might look better in this paper, do you think? So I've got that colour which matches there. I think I've just made my own decision. What about that? Just bring it all together then, wouldn't it? Just do the just for you and then just cut that out, do you think? And it'll be on my stamp artist still. This is called making the most of your paper. Do that down, even if I did that down there a bit, so I'm cutting a bit of the blue out. And what colour? I can do that in Blackberry Bliss, can't I? Let's put my whole lot away. I didn't put that away, did I? Because it was dirty. I think this needs a wash because it's not picking up. Just don't fall off when I'm stamping with you, will you? I know that's crooked, but that's the beauty of a circle. Doesn't matter. You can just cut it out and turn it around the way you want. Grab my chamois, my well-used chamois, and clean that. And just cut that out if I can find, yes. I can even find my Tasteful Labels dies. How about that? Just cut that out. Now that I know I'm not stamping on there, I can get that adhered down. Onto here. And then I'll be able to tell where I want that sentiment once I get this adhered down here. So this time I showed you the way to do it if you're not sure where to put your adhesive. This time I'm just going to wing it. So I know that it's about an inch. Just do that. Also know that my glue squishes out a little bit, so then just eyeball that. I think my paper might have moved there a bit, but that's okay. Blind man be good to see it. Now I just can't help myself. I've got to see how good I lined that up. That's about 1 3/8 from there, from the edge to the paper, was it? Edge to the paper. 1 and, yeah. 1 and, let's go that way a little bit. If I haven't been too slow, and I have. Anyway. Then just put a bit of glue here, or you can use your tear tape. do we think? Up there or down there where I said before? Decisions. I like both. There or up there? I'll adhere my inside bit in while you tell me. There's a bit of a lag with the old Facebook. Actually, I might also do a little bit of sponging there. Let's grab the old roller back again. Thought I was finished with you. And our envelope. Just jazz that up a little bit with a bit of sponging. You can see what a difference it makes. You just takes about 2 seconds, and you can usually use, sometimes I can, whoops, I went a bit far there. Sometimes I can just use whatever ink was on the sponge, and it doesn't even really matter if it's not the same colour. As long as it's not way off, of course. I mean, blue and blue, green and green, as long as it's not a weird colour green. It's different to what you're using. I'm sure you know what I mean. Just making sure I've got that correctly. Down a bit. Now, what did we think about the sentiment? Top. Yeah, I agree, girls. Oh God, we're good, aren't we? Now, I haven't got another one of them. Yes, I do. Down to my edge bits. So up the top. And we just need some embellishments. Ooh, what am I going to put? That's a bit tricky. What am I going to put? Any ideas? What did I put on this one? This one's totally different. Same paper, different sheet. So, and I was struggling to put, this is why it takes me so long, I was struggling where to put the fences. I wanted to use both fences, and I was trying to cram them in here. Then I had the light bulb moment that they could go either side. So I was so happy with this. The only thing you've got to remember, and I actually did remember, is don't put your adhesive on the tops of these where the fence posts are there, otherwise they're going to stick to there, of course. So I was super happy with that. And yeah, just some embellishments. I'm kind of thinking I want something Blackberry Bliss, and we don't have anything Blackberry Bliss. Let me think. Unless I colour some rhinestones. Oh, wait. We have, and that's what I should have put on my other one, but I keep forgetting about them. We have pebbles, and I've got a packet open here. Yes, that will be perfect. Which packet is open? What packet open? I know one is. Don't want to have 2 packs on the go. No, that one's, I haven't used any of those. Must be that one. Got my name on these because these were a team meeting bingo prize, which Pam gave to me. So I was lucky enough to win them, and I got to choose between a few different prizes. Well, they don't look as though they've been used either, but I seriously have used them, so mystery. Right, maybe I've got 3 packets I didn't realise I had. Maybe I do. Anyway, we're going to go with these. So I think we want... Only thing with these is I'm not very artistic as far as knowing where to put these. I might put it... I should have had it flat to do that, shouldn't I? Put that one there. And a little one perhaps here. Maybe a bigger one here. How about that? Oh, I like both of them. Which one is your favourite? So like I said, I'll have the measurements on my Facebook page later. I'll grab my other 2. That's the one I did tonight. And, oh, come here. That's my other one. They look very similar, but those 2 pieces, these ones, are 2 different pieces of paper. So it's beautiful paper, and I have not. This is the first play that I've had with it. I waited so long to get it because we couldn't get it for ages. And yeah, so I've only just, with doing the gifts for my launch girls, I didn't sort of get back to it once the paper arrived, but we'll definitely be using some of that in our classes. Okay, thanks Jeanette. Thanks Sharon. Thanks Denise. Thanks Deborah. Oh, that's good Sharon. Okay, thanks everyone. Hopefully I'll see you next Friday night. Okay, bye-bye.